Alright guys, this is going to be a tutorial on how to stream on your PC with OBS. So first off, we're going to start by going here to the top right after you've logged in to your icon. I'm going to click on that. Then you're going to go down to Creator Studio and click that. Alright, once you get a Creator Studio, you're going to go down to live streaming on that. And then once you get to live streaming and it loads up, you're going to scroll all the way down the page. It's going to show your stream key under coder setup. Now, you don't want to share this with anybody, so I'm not going to click on reveal because unless you trust them, you shouldn't share your stream key with anyone. But you have to click on reveal in order to stream, and then you highlight this stream key once it's revealed. Then you right click with your mouse and you go to copy and you copy it. It won't let me copy it because I didn't press reveal. After you do that, I want to go into OBS. I go to settings. Settings opens up to stream. Then what you want to do is go under here on the services and make sure that you pick YouTube Gaming. And then no matter what's here, especially if you're having trouble streaming and you got the stream key in there already and you already done this step, but it's still not letting you stream, just delete this. Go ahead and click on it, highlight it, delete it, and then you want to right click and go to paste and paste in your new key. After you've done that though, the key to this is after you've done that, if you can't see down here at the bottom, then you need to raise up your screen a little bit. The supply button will be highlighted. You want to click on apply before you press OK, because if you click on OK, then your stream key is not going to be in there. So you want to click on apply and then click OK, and then you'll be all set to stream. I'm going to hit cancel because mine's already set up like it's supposed to. Now, also, I have mine right now on display capture because I'm capturing the background to show you guys this. But when you go to play a game, you want to come down here because if this is your first time using OBS, none of this will be in here. Okay, don't mess with scenes, just leave it like it is. It won't say gameplay, it'll say something else, but it'll just be one here, but don't touch that. But this will be empty, so you go down to this little plus mark and go to add. And then with gaming, you want to go to game capture. Now when you go to game capture, you just press OK. Now right here, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have your game open, because if you don't have your game open, then you're not going to be able to pick it. Whatever game's open is going to show down in here under mode. Pick your game, then you press OK, and then your game will be in there. But once you gonna go ahead and you can delete these, by the way, by clicking on them and press remove. Once you put your game in there and you got your game capture, it's still gonna be a black screen here where it's showing all these repeat. It's still gonna be black up there. What you have to do is you have to go back to your game and click on your game and put OBS down here at the bottom and click on your game. And then when you open OBS back up again, your game will be showing right here in the middle. And then you'll be ready to go. But also you need to set up your mic. I suggest, and your desktop audio as well. So I suggest you go click on these cogwheel, go to properties, make sure sorry, excuse me guys, that your mic is set to whatever you're going to use for your mic. If you're going to be using a mic to game, mine is plugged into my front panel, so I'm using that. Is most likely going to say default. You don't want that. So if definitely want to make sure it's changed off of default. And if you don't have a mic and you're using a laptop like me, you can just use this microphone one right here, and then you'll be using your microphone speakers to talk out of while you're streaming. But it's gonna be kind of crappy. And hit the cogwheel on desktop audio and go to properties. This is as well as gonna say default. You don't want it to say that. Now I have my laptop connected to my TV. So if it's connected to your TV, you want to choose whatever your TV is and is gonna pick up that audio from your game. If you go ahead and if you have your computer hooked up to your TV and you pick this, it's gonna pick up the background audio from your computer, not your TV, and there's gonna be no sound to your game. So if you have it hooked up to the TV, you make sure you pick whatever your TV is or your device you have your computer hooked up to. If it's not and you're streaming straight off your laptop, then just go ahead and pick the speakers. Make sure it's not default though, guys. Otherwise, there's going to be no sound. All right. Second tip I can give you guys is to click on any one of these cogwheels and go to Advanced Audio Properties. When you do that, I would suggest setting your mic at 200 and your desktop audio at 1000 and leaving the rest of this alone. And that'll give you great audio for your mic and for your background. It'll kind of be perfect if you ask me. But in case it's not, I would come down here to your sound and right click on that and go to open volume mixer, and it will show everything that's running. You can adjust your sound here for different things that's running. Like if I had a game running, it'll be over here on this side. There'll be 4 things instead of 1. So I could adjust my game sound to complement my mic. So my mic won't be too loud and my game won't be too loud. It'll be just perfect. I also suggest doing a recording of first before you try to do a live stream to test it out to make sure that your sound and everything is working properly. So that way you know everything's working properly. You got your sound right, you got your mic not too high, not too low, and you got your game not too high, not too low. And then whenever you do a recording, it always saves it with OBS unless you tell it to save it elsewhere. It'll save it in your videos file. So once you click on your videos file, it'll be right here. It'll just be in there. That's mine right there. It's recording right now. I probably messed it up by doing that, but so that's how you stream with OBS. Once you get everything set up the way you want it, you just hit start stream, and you gotta leave OBS open though, and you just click up here at the top right here, and then go to your game and get the playing. Now, if you wanted to, like I have mine set up. If you go to settings, you can set up hotkeys. I have mine set up so that way, if I want to start streaming, I press 4. If I want to stop, I press 5, which is a good thing to do. So that way you can mess around with OBS and set up the way that you want, and then you can push the top button up there and hide OBS down here, and then go back to your game. And then whenever you get to the point in your game where you want to start streaming, then you could just hit the number 4, and then OBS will start streaming for you. So that way you don't have to press the start stream button, hide OBS, then go to your game, and then it'll be streaming and showing a black screen until your game shows up. So it's always good to go to your hotkeys and set up your hotkeys for something that you don't press often, because otherwise you might start streaming and not know that you're streaming because you press the button, like if you have to log into the game or something like that. So make sure it's a key that you don't use that often on your keyboard as well. And I also have a mute and unmute. I got it set at 09. So those are the buttons I don't use that often. So whenever I want to stream my game, I just hide OBS, get it all. I just cut it on, get it all set up. I hide it, and then I go to my game, and then I press number 4 when I'm ready. Like say you want them to see the start screen of the game instead of seeing the game launch up and start. You wait till the game goes to start screen, then you hit 4, then you press start, and you'll be streaming. Also, give it a couple of seconds, maybe about 10, 20 seconds before you before you actually decide to go ahead and start talking on your stream, because it gives OBS a little bit more time to go ahead and start streaming. And I normally don't keep this open when I stream. Once you put that stream key in there, you don't even have to have this open unless you want to change this info down here from being live stream and all that to a certain thumbnail or a different name and set up your game title and all that. I normally do that after I stream. I'll stream and then after I'm done streaming, then I'll go back and I'll change the title and all that stuff. But you can do it beforehand. You can do it here, and then you can still exit out. And then when you stream, it should bring up your title. It should save. As long as you save that, every time you stream, it'll bring up that title for that game. So you will have to change this every stream to a different game if you're going to be playing different games. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you stream with OBS. It's not that hard once you get to what you're supposed to be doing with it. It's fairly easy. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps, DeAndre. I'm gonna go ahead and end this now. Thank you guys for watching.